Osceola County deputies say Melinda Irizarry was stabbed 14 times, all because a pizza delivery driver didn't get a big enough tip.
My pizza came cold. My wings came cold. I personally am not going to tip anybody who is bringing my pizza late at an awkward time and my pizza is cold and at night, So I was already kind of getting confused. Like, I already felt a little weird about it, but I didn't think anything of it. So when I got to the door, she seemed very sweet. She had her hair down. She didn't give me no hostile energy until I gave her the money to pay. Um, the pizza and like the order, it was about $33. I gave her two 20s and a 10. So I gave her $50. I'm expecting to receive like $17 change back, which I was going to give her a tip, like I do to everybody that delivers my food. But being that it came late, being that my food was cold, being that it was an awkward time frame, and as soon as I handed this woman the money, she walked away out the door, and my door was still cracked open because I'm expecting my change back. And she just tried to walk away. And I was like, this is how I said it. This is exactly how I said it. Hey girl, I need my change back. And she was like, "Oh, you need your change. Well, we don't offer change." So she ended up with a $2 tip, which I honestly felt like she didn't even deserve because my pizza was cold. It was super late. I was just like, she's already giving me attitude. About 30, 40 minutes later, we get a knock on the door, loud enough to wake us up from our sleep. So my boyfriend was like, "Oh, it's late. Don't open the door." But I wasn't thinking anything of it, because it's like I'm in a I don't know if they have, I've never had any altercations. I don't have any problems with anyone. I wasn't like fearing to open the door. I don't know if it was a neighbor maybe asking for something, the hotel lobby managers coming to say something to me because it was very odd. We didn't invite anyone over. So I'm like, okay, I'm curious to know who it is. Um, I didn't look through the window or the peephole because I didn't think anything of it. I was half asleep. We had just ate. I woke back up. I opened the door. As soon as I opened the door was cracked. I cracked it open. As soon as I cracked it, she put her foot on the door. And both of their backs were facing me. I couldn't see their face. When I opened the door, they both had their backs towards me. And as soon as it opened, she kind of kicked the door with her foot and like rushed herself in. And they both just rushed in and she locked the door behind her. As soon as I saw that she locked the door, I realized the situation was a lot more serious than I thought I expected. It just kind of happened so quickly. And from there, as soon as he came in, he pointed the gun at me. Then he pointed the gun at my daughter. I put my hands up. I said, "Whoa, whoa, 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 I have my child. We don't got nothing in there. What's going on?" No one said anything. I just said, "I got my daughter. What is this? What's going on?" They had ski mask on, so we could only see their eyes and their eyebrows, and like their body frame. But I could not. They were not recognizable at all. I was like, "Who are these people? What is going on?" Like it just caught me by surprise. And once I realized the like severity of the situation, I'm like, "Oh my God, these people came in here to hurt us." As soon as he came in, he pointed the gun at me. Then he pointed it to my daughter, and then quickly pointed it at my partner and told him that he needs to go into the restroom in the bathroom. He just complied, put his hands up and listened to the male, and he forced him into the bathroom where he put him in the tub. He told him to go stand in the bathtub, and I could not see him anymore. I was in between both beds with my child, and he forced himself. he forced my boyfriend into the bathroom and he was holding him at gunpoint the entire time. So, and he was getting close to him, then he would back up, then back close to his head again, then back up. It was just, it was too much going on. So, and I'm thinking about my boyfriend, like if I react anyway, this guy may shoot my boyfriend in the head, and the situation just becomes 30 times worse. So I just was holding my daughter, telling her it's okay, everything's gonna be okay. It's all right, everything is fine. I'm holding over her, and next thing you know, I feel a big thud on my back. I honestly thought she hit me so hard, I thought it was a punch. Because you can hear like the air out of my back. And I turned around ready to defend myself. I pushed my daughter out the way onto the bed and I told her to stay right there. And I turned around. And once I looked down on the floor, I was already bleeding all over the floor. So I realized really quickly that she didn't punch me, she stabbed me. So I'm like, she really stabbed me with this pocket knife right now. Or I'm not sure if it was a pocket knife or a regular knife because it was like a foldable one. So I'm not exactly sure if it was a blade or a knife specifically, but it was pretty big and it definitely did a lot of damage to my body. I turned around some more and she just continued to stab me. She stabbed me again on my back. And after she stabbed me on my back the second time, that's when I felt a whole heap of blood just spew down my back. And I realized I had a huge gash on my back. And I just laid down on the bed and she just started slicing me, just going crazy, kind of just taking her, like she had it in the left hand. So she was just kind of like back swinging and just going crazy and just stabbing me. This really taught me like the willpower I didn't even know I had, so it's definitely a big impact, very different change. It's pretty traumatic, you know, just to go through that, with my partner as well as my daughters.
A pizza delivery driver was arrested and taken to the Osceola County Jail after she's accused of stabbing a pregnant woman several times over a small tip.
A 22-year-old Brianna Alvelo and a man broke into the motel room where Melinda Irizarry was staying with her boyfriend and 5-year-old daughter. An arrest report says the man pointed a gun at the girl, then forced Irizarry's boyfriend into a bathroom. Then Alvelo allegedly took out a knife. Irizarry needed over 200 staples for cuts across her arms, wrists, shoulders, back, stomach, and breast, 14 in all. She also needed surgeries for a punctured lung and severed tendons in her knee. In the hospital, doctors told her she's also recently pregnant. In an exclusive interview, she says she's lucky to be alive.
Once I realized the severity of the situation, I'm like, oh my God, these people came in here to hurt us.
So far, Irizarry's doctors haven't said when she'll be able to leave the hospital. Alvelo is being held without bond. Deputies are still searching for the man that she was with and asking anyone with information about this case to please give Crime Line a call.